is the Big O Show. This 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 is the Big O Show.
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge. Total Landscape Solutions.
There's just one place where you can drive the new 2025 Acura RDX for only $399 a month. The Customer Appreciation Sale at Acura of Pembroke Pines. Thank you for making us #1.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices.
When it comes to your smile, confidence is so important. At Moodias Dental, they provide the services to get your smile back. This family-run practice prides itself by offering the latest technology to give your family the best experience possible. Moodias Dental has been in business for over 30 years with offices in Hialeah and Plantation. They accept most major dental insurances. They provide free new patient exams, 20% off select treatments. To qualify, please follow us on Instagram at moodias.dental. Moodias Dental has been in business for over 30 years. To schedule an appointment in Hialeah, call 305-821-0231 and Plantation 954-692-6825. From Invisaligns, dental implants, same-day crowns, and the preventative care and preservation to get your smile back. Go to moodiasdental.com to find out more and tell them Big O sent you.
We're celebrating a new year with new savings at Toyota of Hollywood, the official #1 volume Toyota dealer. Save big on a 24 Corolla, not $24,000, $17,988. Buy with 0% financing, 0 down. We're bringing you deals that strike fast and hard at the #1 volume Toyota dealer, Toyota of Hollywood, on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welt and Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welton Rayom can help.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649 or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
The Crypto Bro Show is solely for entertainment purposes. Orlando Alzugari and his guests are not financial advisors or investments consultants. If you ever plan to invest, make sure you do your homework, talk to a professional, and understand investing is very risky and volatile. Good luck in any of your investments, and only invest what you're willing to lose.
Time to log into the blockchain and find out what's the latest in Bitcoin and crypto in our Crypto Bro Show.
Crypto Bros.
This segment brought to you by RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. Take your home or business to the next level with RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. Call Ray or Mike at 305-345-3649. You dream it, they'll build it. See their fantastic work on Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Crypto Bros.
Here's the Crypto Bro himself, Orlando Alzugari.
Aboard. Good Sunday morning. It might be afternoon, might be evening by the time you watch or listen to the show. Either way, thank you very much. Don't forget to smash the hell out of the like button, share, help us grow the channel, and especially the Crypto Bro Show. We want to grow this one here. And we got some stuff going on, right? The Trumpster has laid down the tariffs, and obviously markets tanked on Friday. Crypto continues to tank right now. Bitcoin is providing a absolutely beautiful opportunity because we're under 100,000 at this point in time. We are at 98.73. I'm getting stuff from friends of mine. I just bought. I saw people on Twitter. And I'm glad you're buying because, look, whether the tariffs work or not, we all have opinions. There's a track record there that shows that it really doesn't work, okay? And so we'll see. I don't think it's going to work, and I'm going to show you why. I'll give you a couple of examples, and there's a Trump example and everything on tariffs. So these are things that, and it's going to remind you a lot of what just went on in the pandemic, from the pandemic on, and I'll explain. But you know, I hope it works because we live in this country. Now, you know, is it fair? That's a whole different. You know, the trade deficit between the United States, Canada, and Mexico and China, it's like $70 billion in the deficit of it. Okay. So you're not really talking about the kind of money that's really going to move our deficit, our $37 trillion deficit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of, you know, I almost feel like this is a lot of window dressing and a lot of hype, and it just buys you time for the government. But meanwhile, we're the ones that are going to end up paying, and we'll explain. But again, this is an opportunity. There's going to be good of this, and there's going to be bad. And let me explain to you what's going on, because, you know, is it fair? That's a whole different. You know, the trade deficit between the United States, Canada, and Mexico and China, it's like $70 billion in the deficit. Okay. So you're not really talking about the kind of money that's really going to move our deficit, our $37 trillion deficit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of, you know, I almost feel like this is a lot of window dressing and a lot of hype, and it just buys you time for the government. But meanwhile, we're the ones that are going to end up paying, and we'll explain. But again, this is an opportunity. There's going to be good of this, and there's going to be bad. And let me explain to you what's going on, because some of you out there may look at it and say, oh my God, this is terrible. It's not. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm not saying it's perfect, okay? But I want to show you what's going on, because the beauty of the blockchain, the beauty of Bitcoin and crypto, you have an open ledger and you can see what's going on. You see this purple graph right here? Those are whales that are accumulating. Look how it's shooting up. These are people that own 100 to 1,000 Bitcoin. This is not exchanges or miners, which, of course, miners mining and hodling, and they have thousands and thousands of miners, they could be hodling a lot. So they excluded those addresses. And these are people that own 100 to 1,000 Bitcoin. And look at that graph. It is exploding because they're taking advantage, and you should too. Don't panic. Don't go selling your Bitcoin. Any of you selling your Bitcoin, look who's buying it. The people that own a hell of a lot more than I ever will. I'll never even get to one. And these people own 100 to 1,000. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Don't do as I say, do as I do. Okay? They might tell you one thing, people might be panicking, but everywhere else, they're accumulating. So that's the good of it, okay? This is an opportunity. Alts are taking an absolute bath. And remember, I told you a little bit about it yesterday, that, I don't think we're going to have the bull run on the alt side that everybody thinks. I think some alts are going to blow up. I just hope that we have the right alts. I think there's going to be a lot of alts that are going to be left behind. It's impossible for all the alts to take off. It's impossible for all the alts to take off when you've got a president that throws out 2 meme coins and it sucks in billions of dollars that could have gone to a whole bunch of other worthwhile cryptos. You and I know that, those of us that follow this. So there's a lot of things that are being in place that it's impossible for all of the altcoins to explode. So this whole thing about altcoin season, there's going to be a lot of them that are going to be left behind. There's going to be a lot of them that are going to fail. And we all got to hope that we get the right ones, to be quite honest. And that's where doing your homework is so incredibly important. And so now you see the alts, and if you go look at the market right now where it's at, and I'll pull it up right now for you guys. Let me take the billboard off here. But it's not, obviously Bitcoin's down. What is it? 3%, which is nothing in Bitcoin terms. This is ridiculous. 108, it's the high. We're $10,000 away from it. It is a joke. But Ethereum is now down almost 8.5% for the week, down 7% in just the last 24 hours. XRP down 7.5%, down almost 12% for the week. Solana down 8% today, down almost over 18.5% for the week. So all this talk of tariffs and then placing the tariffs and all that kind of stuff. Look at Cardano. It was flirting up over $1, $1.10, $1.15, back down to 84 cents now. Great buy. But you gotta have the cojones to stay with it and deal with it and deal with the losses that are going to happen. Because right now you're going to go down, but if you have conviction, like I love Avalanche. So I'm not that I'm buying Avalanche, but shit, it's down 20% in the last 7 days. And, that becomes a good entry point. It's going to get all of that back. I believe Avalanche is one of the ones that is going to explode in this market. I believe Chainlink is one of the ones that's going to explode. So it just hit 15% for the week. It's down 11.5% in 24 hours. That's an easy 11.5% that you're going to pick up from Chainlink. So it's an opportunity. That's the good. The bad is you have to deal with this volatility. And then we don't know how long this volatility is going to last. And we also don't know how the tariffs are going to affect everything. And let me show you something that will maybe shed a little light on everything going on. Trump in his last run between 16 and 20, he ended up putting tariffs on washers. Okay, here's a graph. The price changed after 4 months after the tariffs. The exports on the washers, all the prices went up. Do you know what also went up? Because domestically, they're being built here, Whirlpool and Maytag and GE, right? Not Samsung and LG. They all went up. Guess what? They saw that Samsung and LG went up and they were getting sold. So then what they do locally? They raise the prices too. And guess what? Trump didn't put a tariff on dryers. Look what happened to dryers. They said, what the hell? We can make more money on washers? Let's force them to pay more for the dryers. Let me ask you something. What happened after the pandemic and chain supplies and all that kind of stuff? Did they lower their prices again? No. Trump said he was going to lower prices. Then when he took over, he said, oh, lowering is not that easy. Of course not, because they never lower them. They'll give you a smaller burger. They'll give you less fries. They'll put less paper in the paper towel. You know, they'll do all those things, but they're not going to lower the price. So this is what's coming. And so when you do the tariffs, then the corporations take advantage, and they can't control that. No government can control that. That's why when he took over, he said, oh, yeah, no, it's really hard to move prices. Yeah, I knew that. But, the American people in general fell for your stupidity of, yeah, no, I'll lower prices. You're not going to lower prices. And you'll never lower them. And so you got to be worried about these tariffs because they'll raise the prices of the imports, but they're also going to raise the prices of everything locally too, because they're going to see that they can take advantage of you. American electric cars, are they cheap? Last time I checked, no. They won't bring in they won't allow that Chinese company to come in that sells them super cheap, right? I mean, this is all a scam, and eventually we all will end up paying more. That's what tariffs will do. Okay. And see, here's the thing that ends up happening. I know what they're trying to do. Okay. The U.S. exports to Mexico and Canada, it's less than 2.5% of the United States total GDP. So they don't send much to Canada and Mexico. They don't sell much to them. So the problem is that Canada and Mexico, it's 20 to 30% of their GDP, what they send out. Mexico and Canada exports to the U.S. approximately 77 to 78% of their total annual exports. Because China's sending a lot of stuff to Mexico, it's being all assembled there and then driven right into the States, right through the border. And the U.S. knows that because when Trump was in office the last time, the China exports were coming directly from China into the U.S. Now because of all the tariffs and everything else, they have circumvented it through Mexico. So now Mexico is getting a ton of business. So they're building a lot of things there. They have several Chinese factories there, and then they're sending stuff out to the States and to other parts of the world. So Mexico's GDP has grown a ton because they're trade partners with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Instead of kind of fighting with everybody. And then we have the tech war going on right now. We've got DeepSeek that came out of China, and it disrupted everything in AI. And then they're talking about stolen chips, and then Trump may be putting tariffs on chips. So then the AI and the tech sector is also a little bit nervous about what's going on and what the government will do with tariffs. So then then there's tariffs on that, it's going to affect everything from NVIDIA all the way down. So we have to kind of wait and see how all of this takes place. And if their grand plan that it's going to produce all this money for the country, and I don't believe that, because there's counters to it all, and it's just we're going to end up paying. It's going to be harder on all of us, not the rich people, okay? Not the rich Democrats, not the rich Republicans, you and me. It'll be harder on me. It'll be harder on you. It'll be harder on local business owners, okay? A lot of them that are sponsors of mine. It'll be harder on them, okay? That's what's going to end up happening, dude. It's just kind of the way it is. So, and remember, the BRICS nations are also in the process. They're already doing this. They're let's say, India or any of the Arab nations, they need wheat or corn or rice or whatever. They'll exchange oil for that. They'll exchange gold for some product or something. They'll use Bitcoin. They're getting away from the dollar. Trump knows that. And so all these things may also weaken our dollar too in the process. Okay. I think their idea is that it'll strengthen it, but if people start using it less and they stick to it, and that's where all this kind of stuff, this is all the unknown for all of us right now. You know, we can all have our opinions of it and see how it's going to turn out, but it's just in the modern day world, there are ways around it, and countries are working with each other because of all the tariffs that Trump and Biden and Obama, and I don't know if Bush did a lot of them. It's been a while now. I don't remember as much, but I know that Obama, Trump, and Biden, and now Trump again, they've done a lot. And so countries are now distancing themselves from using the dollar because they don't want to be under the thumb of the United States, that they can, you know, put tariffs and penalties on them and all that, and take their money away and all that. Like the United States took billions away from the Russians and then gave it to the Ukrainians. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of stuff that they don't want to be held hostage. So this is a very, very uneasy time for us right now, because we don't know where our dollar is going to be 5 to 10 years from now. And it looks like it's on the decline. You know what I'm saying? Even though right now the dollar's pretty strong. You look at the DXY, it's like 108 or something. You know what I'm saying? But again, we'll see how all of this goes on. But patience, we'll find out. But I will tell you this. Keep buying that Bitcoin, because that's the only thing that continues to go up. And all these people know that. Okay. By the way, you can make a donation to the show. Cash App, Venmo, at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. You can use these QR codes, or of course, Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show, Cash App, or Venmo. Use the QR codes. You can also make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation on a dip. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? And of course, you can also make a donation through PayPal. Use the QR code. Send in your questions, comments, insults, all kinds of good stuff. I will answer your questions and give you a couple other things that I want to talk about too here on the show. Let me go over some of the folks that are watching. Jeff in Long Island, thank you, sir. Your commitment is second to none. You are awesome, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. John Padilla, Jamie Zorria out in San Jose. Sam I Am, dips are gifts. Damn right. It says, as El Kabong would say, don't you forget about me, or don't you forget it. Let's see, Jordan. I get 9,800 sats a day regardless. He is mining. Good for him. Thanks, Trump, for the dip. That's the positive. I love your attitude, Loud, because you're looking at it long term. If you're looking at it short term, yeah, it's disastrous. But long term, Trump's giving you a gift in that sense. It may not be on the financial side for our economy down the line. We might be paying more. But on the Bitcoin side and some alts, he's giving you an opportunity, you know, scaring people away, and lettuce hand selling opens it up for the rest of us. You know, that's just kind of the way it is. Let's see what else. Yeah, no sports here on the show, bro. Edward Thurston, how Trump tariffs worked in his first term. People have short. No, I just showed you it didn't. I I just showed you an example that it did not. And by the way, Trump's nothing, bro. He printed $8 trillion. Edward, we were 8 trillion more in the hole. Okay, my brother. And by the way, Trump also, go back and look at it, late 2018, early 2019, he signed a bill lifting all restrictions on banks. They could loan out 100% of your money. That's why when you walk into a bank, they don't have your money anymore. If you have $100 in the account, that's fine. But if you have $45,000 in the bank and you walk in there and say, I want 20, they're going to go, hey, you might have to go to 3 different branches to pick it up. And banks have been closing. Why do you think? Because they're all overextended thanks to that law. You know, I mean, Edward, listen, bro, I don't play the fanboy shit. I don't care about Trump. I hated Biden. Oh, my God, do I hate Biden. And there was no way I wanted Harris. Okay? So for me, none of these people are good for us in the long run. But, I mean, if you want to lie to yourself and you think that printing $8 trillion the last time around was a good thing for us, you go ahead. If you think lifting restrictions of banks was good, I just showed you what happened with just washers and dryers. He didn't even put a tariff on dryers. He put a tariff on washers, and it caused dryers also to go up in price, along with washers. Our local people took advantage of the tariffs for the imports and raised our local prices. And guess what they're going to do, Edward? The same thing they did. Apparently, you weren't listening when I was just talking about that. Same thing that's happened in the pandemic. They all got to raise their prices, and they'll never lower them again. Every opportunity they get to raise the prices, they will continue. So you want to fall for that? You can go ahead and fall for that. But I'm telling you, tariffs are not good for us. But we'll see. I hope I'm wrong because I live in this country. You know what I mean? I would love the idea that he could collect all the tariffs from all over the world, and then we don't have to pay personal income. Man, that would be awesome. That plan is awesome. It's utopia, but I don't believe it's realistic. But we'll see. You know, I would love to be right. Either way, I know I'm going to be right. You know why? I'm going to buy my Bitcoin, and I'll be right. I'll stay that way. Okay? I'll load up on my Caspa. I'll be good. You know, I'll have a little Ethereum on the side, a little Solana, a little Avalanche, a little Chainlink, and, you know, we'll get by. We'll get by. But, yeah, I disagree with you. We'll see. We'll see. I hope 2 years from now you're coming at me and saying, you see, it worked. It's awesome. And I'm like, thank God. But keep loading up on that ETH. That's right, Lisa. Trump is loading up on that ETH. There's a positive. Trump buys a lot of ETH. You better buy ETH. I'm with Lisa on that one. Mario Gutierrez, happy Sunday. We got to buy this dip. Amen. Amen. That's where the gift comes for us. Miles Deep is in. I'd put 40 to 100 every 2 weeks in Bitcoin and Ethereum starting now. Would it be a good investment for 20 years? Yes. Yes, I would. Now, Ethereum you eventually will sell, but Bitcoin, I think it's great to keep putting in a Bitcoin, bro. Yes, every week. Good luck to you, my friend. Yes, Miles Deep. I look forward to sharing a drink with you next time I'm in Vegas, bro. All right? We better hook up because you're freaking amazing on this show. You're always supporting us. So I always love meeting the people that truly give a shit about this platform because I know who they are. I sense it. I feel it. I connect with them. I know who they are. I know who the users are and the ones that are kind of half-assed and all that. But I know the people that really give a shit about this program and about our platform and about Sean Stanley and myself. And you're one of them, dude. So looking forward to hanging out with you again like we did in the draft. Randall Carlson, Swamp Donkey. Economic turbulence is the reason I'm all in on Bitcoin and crypto over the ROI is unmatched. Swamp Donkey knows this shit, dude. That's all I can say about the Swamp Donkey. He gets it. He doesn't get flustered. He takes advantage of these moments. That's where Trump is giving you a gift. Down the line for our economy, I don't know if it'll be a gift. We'll find out. You know, I don't think it will be. I think it'll be a bad thing, but you never know. But what is a gift? Bitcoin dip, baby. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's a gift. Ethereum dip, it's a gift. Solana dip, it's a gift. Take advantage. Yes. I'm with you all the way. Way to go, Swamp Donkey. Mario Gutierrez, Big O, really appreciate your insight. You're right on target. Thank you, my friend. That's very kind of you. I hope I'm not, by the way. I hope the tariffs work. We need the tariffs to work, actually. I'm just saying. We kind of need them because we're 37 trillion in the hole. It's kind of a crazy idea. We'll see. Tariffs had nothing to do with price of eggs and milk. Gas was cheap because the world was in their homes and shut down. Yeah, no, that had nothing to do. Pandemic is one thing. That's a different conversation, bro. Nobody said that tariffs had anything to do with the pandemic. So I'm not sure what conversation you're a part of, my brother, but that wasn't the conversation. Nobody talked about that. I said I used the example that they abused us during the pandemic to raise prices, and they never lowered them again. And during the tariffs of the washers under Trump the last time, they raised the washers and the dryers that had no tariffs, local and imports. So I was just comparing that every opportunity they get to raise prices on us with tariffs or not, pandemic or not, inflation or not, they're not going backwards. That's my point. So catch up. James, great time to buy Bitcoin. It's under 100K right now. That's right. See, James knows this shit. Rod R. Trump is kicking ass compared to what the alternative was. Anything else? So far, there's no kicking ass, my brother. Are food prices down? I'm sorry, food prices down. Is there health care for everybody? Did the war end? Oh, you're worried about the Gulf of America. Oh, I see. You're worried about the shiny objects. What's going on, bro? Is inflation down? I'm sorry, they're about to print $500 billion. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, you're getting the shiny objects. Yeah, I'm with the whole, getting rid of the what's it called? The immigration, the scumbags. I got no problem with that. I'm good with that, but that's not really lowering gas prices. That's not really lowering food prices. Remember, he said he was going to lower food prices, and now he can't lower food prices. Said he was going to stop the war before he even got into office. The war is still going on. I'm not sure. What promises, bro? Sorry. Okay. When the stuff that affects my pocket is going down, then talk to me. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I get it, bro. We got fanboys and fangirls, and I hate Biden and I hate Democrats, but I also hate Republicans. So, I hate them all evenly. Oh, this is not the place where you're going to get anybody to defend Democrats or Republicans. Okay. 4 presidents, $30 trillion, my man. Be a fan of Bitcoin, not of Republicans or Democrats. That's my best advice to you, Rod R. Okay? This right here. This is the real boss. Okay? Those two parties, they're not helping us, bro. Lots of fanboys here, Big O, who will always be blind to the stone cold facts. Damn right. Crypto fins, buy the dip. There we go. Mario Gutierrez, Big O, we're getting our crypto right and then heading south, baby. Damn right. Damn right. How much should a beginner buy of ETH? Call of Duty, dude. No one can answer that. I'm a working stiff. So, I put maybe a $5, $10, $15, $25. Somebody that makes a lot more money can put $50, $500, $1,000. It's what you can afford. Use your discretionary income. The stuff you're going to use for movies, the stuff you were going to use to go, I don't know, do whatever it is you guys do, arcade or restaurant, or you wanted to treat yourself to a Starbucks every day. Dude, buy coffee and make it at home and save your money in the Starbucks and put it in a Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Your rent money, your mortgage money, your car money, your food money. You can't use that. You need that. So don't use anything that cannot just sit there and let it grow, because that's what you need to do. You got to let it grow. So that's what I would tell you, sir. Okay. And please get a Tangem wallet, TANGEM.com. Get your own cold storage wallet. Get the 3-card one. It's nice and easy for beginners. You know, I would suggest some other ones that are more complicated, but that's more for veterans. But for newbies, I would say Tangem, and that'll help you, move everything to your cold storage wallet. Okay. So check out some of the other shows, but nobody can tell you when the top is, when the bottom is. Nobody can tell you when to sell, when to buy. You can only answer that because everybody is in a different fiscal situation. Some people have more money and they can let it sit longer and let it grow. Some people are a little bit more desperate and they need to pull it out because they've got to pay bills or something like that. We're all in different situations, And remember, financial advice, you always seek a professional. I'm a schmuck. Remember that. What else do we have here? Bitcoin was 89K just 3 weeks ago. This is not a really big dip. But CVET, you get it, bro. You get it. Big Johnson in the house. Miles Deep says, yes, sir. Much appreciated. You and Sean, next time you're out here, we shall. You damn right we will. And we will soon, man. I think we'll be out there eventually covering a boxing match later on in the year. I could see us doing that. Sell at the end of 25 before the chart nosedive. Well, we don't know when the dive will happen. I agree with you. We are going to hit some kind of an inflation issue down the line at the end of 25, early 26. I completely agree with you on that, Mark. It's coming. Some bad shit is coming. So we will have a window of in and out. You are correct. But when exactly it is, that's kind of hard to time, my brother. Again, really, none of us really know when to time the top and the bottom, when it really is going to happen. You could be right, but it might be October instead. You know what I mean? Not December. Maybe it stretches to February. You never know. It's really hard to predict. But we'll see. We'll see. I know this. There will be no more dips like those crashes with Bitcoin. The institutional money is in. It's over, dude. It's over. Any recommendations for a Bitcoin IRA? I have an old 401k that I want to roll over. Jonathan, I would now go to professional advice. Okay? That's what I would do, my friend. I would go seek professional advice. All right? That's what I would do. And make sure you can find those Bitcoin IRAs, and they are awesome. Okay? They're fantastic. But I can't tell you exactly which one. I don't have one. So I'm not well informed in it. I have no problem telling you all when I don't know something, I don't know it. So I can't. But seek professional help for that, man. That'll help you out, Jonathan. Looking good with the weight loss. Thank you. It's I didn't shave. But I go, man, I got a show tomorrow. I'll shave tomorrow. It's just keeping it off, man. And thank you for that. The hardest thing is keeping the weight off. And that's what I've been doing now for almost a year now, that I've been keeping the weight off, which is the thing that I've never done. I lost 50, 60, and 80 pounds 3 times before in my lifetime, and I've gained it all back. And so now I'm a little over 40-something pounds that I've lost. But I kind of, like, when I hit the 40 mark, I stopped fasting and I started living life. And I said, all right, let me manage and let me see if I can stay in this weight for a while. And I did it for several months. So now I'm kind of doing the whole thing where I'm losing a little bit more weight. And I want to lose the last 30 pounds. I want to get down to like 205, 210, something like, I'm supposed to be like a 195 or something like that. But it's 6'1", 195. I'm going to look like, anorexic or something, So I'm going to look like a model, like some of those models that need a cheeseburger. So yeah, but I appreciate that. Thank you. But it's going and turning that lifestyle of, okay, I got to learn how to not abuse food. You know what I mean? Because that's where I'm a loser, and I keep doing that stupid shit, and I cave in, and I'm very weak when it comes to food. All the bad shit is so delicious. You know what I'm saying? And so I've disciplined myself that now, okay, I'll have a donut, but I'm not going to have donuts every day. You know what I mean? That's the difference. So I'll have a donut every couple of days, once a week, once every 2 weeks or something, but I'm not going to eat a couple every day. And that was my problem, that I just abuse food because I'm very weak-minded when it comes to food. So that's where I have to program myself and try to stay disciplined and eat well and don't abuse the food. Let me see what we got here on Instagram. Lar, Miguel, Chris, Zafra Rum, loving it. Mitch, the Contreras Familia, the Dolphins, Tommy, Johnny Slim, P-Cat, Embraceable, Chick, Tito Banash in the house. Very good, dude. One of the best people you will get to know right there. Very good, dude. CSG, Santiago, Jane Book, God's Child, Jabs, DeAndrew. Thank you all out there. As always, I appreciate it. Smash the hell out of the like button. Please, please, please. It helps us. It spreads the love. You know, that's what we need. Let's see. What else do we have from the chat board? I hope you're wrong with the tariffs. Man, so do I. Because we need to turn it around. We're 37 trillion in the hole, bro. Unfortunately, you usually make sense on here. The truth may hurt. Yeah. Inflation and food prices are going to be down in 2 weeks. Stick to sports, Big O. Okay, my man. Wilfredo, the problem is, why are you watching? If you don't like my opinion, I never understand you people like you. If you don't like me, and you don't like my opinion, what are you doing here? What kind of a loser are you? I'm trying to, figure that out, Wilfredo. So if you don't like my opinion, what are you doing here, bro? Seriously. Like, what kind of a loser are you on a Sunday at 12:10 that you're bothering to listen to somebody you don't like? Just wondering. So I'm curious, because people that I don't like or don't respect their opinion, I don't bother with the time of day with them. I get rid of people here easily. I don't give a shit. So I'm just wondering, where is the psychic? Where is your psychology to all of this? What is it? You just want to be a troll or something? I'm just wondering, because that's also kind of being a loser too. So I've never understood the person that watches somebody or listens to somebody they don't like. It's kind of screwed up. It's weak. Anyway, Crypto Dolphin, you got the tangent. You got the ring, huh? I didn't get the ring. I've never done the ring thing, but it looks pretty cool. Karen, hello. Thank you, Jonathan. Crypto Dolphin. I Trust Capital for Bitcoin IRAs. I've heard that I Trust Capital is good, but I don't know anything about it. But I've heard good things about it. That gentleman should look forward to that. Patrick Lowe, gas prices when Trump left office were much higher. Whatever, bro. I don't care about that. I'm just telling you about what's happening now. Dude, I don't care about Biden or Trump. I don't care about Democrats. I don't care about Republicans. I don't care about your silly ass parties. I just care about us. I care about Bitcoin. I tell you what I think is going to happen for us. I don't care about any of that stuff. To me, I laugh at both of these stinking parties. So it doesn't matter to me, dude. There's too much of this cheerleaders and fanboys and worried about one side or the other. And you're not worried about Americans. And it's just it's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest dynamic we've entered in our country. Jamie Zoria is in the house. He says he's in the same situation. He's going for a Swan IRA. They do Bitcoin only. Yeah, well, I mean, Bitcoin is what you want to do. So, why are you mad all the time, Big O? I'm in a great mood, but I will let any idiot have it. That's all. It's pretty simple. It's just it's interesting to me. That's all. It's interesting. Wilfredo Zapata, like a little butthurt bitch. And so, I find it funny, little butthurt bitches like Wilfredo. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so why are you tuning in, dude? You know? Anyway, I Trust Capital also has insurance for up to $300 million on their crypto IRA accounts, unlike crypto exchanges. Remember, do your own research or talk to a professional. I do have a piece of information for this. You cannot put any of your Bitcoin for loan or anything like that if it's not FDIC insured. Okay? So I know that that stuff is coming, which is good. This is that good stuff about what Trump's coming in with. We're going to now have banks. You're going to be able to use your Bitcoin to loan out money. You can even get loans off your own Bitcoin at a low rate, all of those things. But please do not deal with anybody that is not FDIC insured. Okay? That's the one tip I will have for any of you out there that are going to deal with any of these agencies. If you've got to use your Bitcoin for loaning or anything like that, please make sure it is insured. Okay? That is my only suggestion. Go ask a professional, go seek professional's opinion, but please, please, please protect yourself. Okay? All right. Let's see what else. So people want to dictate shows you can do on here. Yeah, it's just like, why are you listening, bro? Like, why are you listening? If you don't like it, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I don't need your sorry ass. I got plenty of people that care and want to support and understand that I'm here to help. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. But, if you're not supportive, get out of here, bro. I don't need your ass. Tito, thank you for the love on the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Serious question, though. Can two people use the same tangent for X, like two different Bitcoin accounts, let's say? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think only one account goes with the cards. So I don't believe so. But you know what I would do? I would go to the Tangent website. I would try to read up and see. But I think, dude, it's only like $70 for a card for a Tangent wallet. Just buy two, and you'll be fine. I got one for my wife because I'm training her, and I got the Caspa. Tangent has a Caspa wallet, so it's the same Tangent wallet, but the cards are Caspa colors. They have different cards. They have I love the American one with the red, white, and blue flag and all that. And then they've got different colors and things like that when you go to the Tangent wallet. I don't know if the Caspa one is still there because it was a limited edition. It was only 2,500 of them. But I got that one for my wife because I want to teach her how to work all of this, because all of you are going to have to learn how to use crypto and Bitcoin. I mean, it's coming, dude. It is coming. So load up, baby. Load up. By the way, Bitcoin for the month of January, productive, 12.28% to open up the first month of the year. So good stuff. That Bitcoin starts on a positive. Now you got yourself a little bit of a dip, and now you could actually take advantage. But remember, those of you out there that are freaking out, because I see it all the time, people are talking about, hey, are we going to get a crypto reserve, or are we going to get a Bitcoin reserve? Senator Lummis.
With the framework, we want to make sure that there's a stable coin bill. We want to make sure that we have an opportunity to have a strategic Bitcoin reserve on the books that includes protection for individual wallets, that creates that sovereign ability to own Bitcoin and protect it in statute. You'll recall over time, people held gold and the United States made them surrender it to the government. We want to make sure that never happens with Bitcoin. And we're proposing a reserve for Bitcoin for the United States that's the same size as our current gold holdings, but that protects the ability of individuals to have their individual wallets. The other component of our bill is to make sure that states, if they want to, can participate in these disparate holdings of Bitcoin that are extremely secure and protected. So we think that this bill is the right framework to move forward. So those are the three early priorities. There will be others. We will be holding hearings on Choke Point 2.0. Honestly, it's shocking how the past administration debanked digital assets, oil, gas, coal, ammunition, guns. The Trumps were debanked. They were at Signature Bank. Gemini was debanked. Silvergate Bank was assassinated. It was never insolvent, and they drove it out. What the government did to Americans by debanking them should never happen again.
That was criminal, what the Biden administration was doing to us and in the crypto industry. It was absolutely criminal. That's the one positive so far I know of this administration, that they'll be at least positive for crypto, and especially for Bitcoin. So that's a good thing. The other stuff, well, that's all up for grabs, man. It's all up for grabs. By the way, now that I don't know if Tito, was that you, Banash, that sent that super chat? Also, thank you if it's you. But now that Tito is here, the only reason I'm doing this show, okay, there's only one reason I am doing this show. And Tito and I worked with him. Alex Dono. Alex Dono is the only reason why I'm a Bitcoin maxi, or whatever you want to call me, or whatever it is. He's the guy that turned me on. We were at Onside. Banash was working with us, and he bought some Bitcoin, and it was in the 40s, and I think Tito was buying it too. And I was like, and I started getting into it, and that was what lit the fire. That moment there 5 years ago, whatever it was, that lit the fire right there. Ridiculous. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And then I started loading up on ETH at that time because it was a lot cheaper. And then I got Bitcoin after the crash is when I started to really load up on the Bitcoin. But if it wasn't for Alex Dono, I don't know. I don't know if I get on the train early, you know? So I always got to thank Alex Dono for that, for at least sparking the interest. And then I took it from there. But always am grateful for Alex Dono, because it was just like, you know, whatever. And it's interesting, right? Because Alex and I had to work. We both needed work. He was out, and I ended up, you know, running the whole thing and brought him over. And, you know, karma is a beautiful thing. You do stuff for people, and in turn, stuff will be done for you. And did Alex Dono knew that he was doing me a favor by buying Bitcoin in front of me? No idea. He didn't tell me to buy anything. He didn't tell me anything about it. I just asked. I was intrigued. And then I started to look into it. Boom. That's where it got lit. Right there. Right there. That's where it all started. My man, Alex Dono. Anyway, Tito, I hope you've been loading up on Bitcoin since then, bro. You should be all right. Big O, do you have all your savings in crypto? Yes. Yeah, I have no stock market. No. It's only 7 stocks anyways. Why would I want to invest in the stock market? If I'm going to invest in the stock market, I'm going to invest in Amazon and in Nvidia and in Tesla, and, you know, the top 7 stocks. And that's what I would do. That there is no skill to the stock market anymore, because it's so manipulated. So just go with the top 7 and you'll never lose, you know, pretty much. But no, I don't. I'm all Bitcoin. All Bitcoin. I have no money. All money that comes in goes directly to bills. All discretionary income goes to Bitcoin. I don't have what's the saying I have on this show? Don't have a savings account, have a Bitcoin account. You know. So yeah, I try not to have money as much as possible on me. I try to, the second I get money in, I convert it right away. I pay my bills, okay, because you got to pay your bills. And then after the bills, okay, I got an extra $10, $100, boom, goes right into Bitcoin. That's it. And if I need cash desperately or whatever, then, you know, but normally I don't really go back to my Bitcoin at all. You know, that's what I'll do. That's how I handle it. Karen, thank you for the super chat. Robert T, when I jack, just got in, everything dipping right now. Great opportunity. Amen. A freaking men. Where's Bitcoin at right now? 97,988. Love it. Love it. It's down 4%. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What else? Big O, who do you have coming out victorious? No sports here, bro. No sports here. I'm not worried about sports right now. We are talking crypto, my man. Let me see anything here on Instagram. If you have any questions, Johnny Slim, I'm with you. I'm all in on Caspa. I'm with you, bro. In fact, I'm so in on Caspa. I got out of certain coins and converted them in Caspa. Yeah. I'll give you an example. I'm a huge Polygon guy. No more. It's been so stale. And the way I figure that, you know, Caspa's going to, I converted all my Polygon to Caspa. I am completely automatic. You know, maybe it'll blow up, and it does have a lot of gaming, and it does have what's it called, AI and metaverse and all that stuff. And eventually, I think it still will grow, but I kind of feel better about Caspa at this point. And I converted all my Polygon to Caspa. You know, so sometimes you got to make those decisions. And if something you're not happy with, and some of these that are entering their first bull runs, very important. And Caspa is entering its first bull run. So I'm with you, Johnny Slim. I am so in on Caspa. I am so convinced that Caspa is going to be a monster. Again, not a financial advisor by any stretch, folks. That I love it. I'm with you there. By the Sunday dip, says Eros. Jimbo says, thank you. Very kind of you, sir. I'm always skeptical. The rich purposely manipulate drops in markets, including crypto. I just keep buying the dips. You're a smart dude. Because here, I think here is lettuce hands. Over the last couple of weeks of it, like fluctuating, it's been the powerful. They're manipulating it. They're keeping it down so they can keep loading up and buying cheaper. And they're scaring the lettuce hands. But you, apparently, Jimbo, are not a lettuce hands because you understand. So you're like me. I see the dip. I'm watching it. I'm going to buy Bitcoin today. I'm just waiting. I just keep looking at it. I go, okay, you keep going down and down and down. You know, this is what I do. I look at it right now. I look at the Bitcoin chart, and I want to make a purchase today of Bitcoin. But I'm watching it. Here's what I'm watching. So if I'm watching it consecutively go down, I got to wait till I start seeing a turn up. And then that's when I buy it. But I'm going to keep watching it. I'm going to keep checking. If it goes to 96, goes to 95, goes to 94, and then it starts turning up, boom, that's when I'm going to make my purchase. But that's what I'm going to do today. Today, I'm going to make a purchase on Bitcoin, but I'm going to wait to make that purchase on Bitcoin. So I could try to get the best possible price today. It's not going to shoot right up to 103 in 1 second. It can, but at this point with the tariffs and the scaring of people and all that kind of stuff, I think we're going to have a nice little dip here and a great opportunity. And by the way, for you newbies, this was at 108,000 It will easily surpass almost 109. It will easily surpass that in a week and a half, 2 most. And you're going to gain all that right there. So go for it, man. Take advantage. What else do we have? I would not give you a dime for that invisible crap. What's Bitcoin is invisible crap? Is that what you mean, sir? I love the people that don't understand where we're at in life. Sir, computing is value. You're watching the world. Pay attention. Microchips. Pay attention. Computing power. They're trying to build entire buildings and facilities that are all about computing power. We have moved into a digital age. Bitcoin, each Bitcoin mined is electricity, power, time, labor that was used to create it. Okay? You've been using invisible checks and credit cards for years, dude. You've been digital for a while. This is a different form of digital that actually is finite. Okay? It's the only thing in the world that started 8 or 9 zeros behind a penny, and it's hanging around 100,000. Okay? I can only tell you so much what's going on in the world. And if you don't understand that computing is power, computing is value, that's how it's measured now. The Bitcoin network is the most powerful computer in the world. You can get all the big companies, IBM, you name it, Microsoft, you can put them all together and all of their computing power. And it's a fraction of the Bitcoin network. You have to wrap your head around a different world. You might be Mr. Majestic. You might be old, dude, because I deal with a lot of old people. Okay? Younger people have an understanding of what's going on, and they understand because they've got to either study it, they're going to be a part of it one way or another. Okay? But if you don't see what's going on, the plants that we're building in Texas and in Arizona with Biden, and now Trump has picked up on it, taking it to another level because he understands that we got to make AI, and it's all about computing power, dude. Everything you do, if you got to be on a website, it's got to have a lot of power to handle all the people. And when you have a surge, when Taylor Swift fans wanted to go buy tickets and they crashed the site, it's because their computing power wasn't strong enough. Mr. Majestic, you sound stupid, but that's all right, because 90% of the world has no fucking idea what's going on, and they have no idea what the value is. But hey, you know what's invisible? The money that the U.S. prints, because there's nothing backing it. No power, no computing power, no value, just a printer. That's all they do. Print it, devalue it. The real scam is the dollar. Okay? But, I would suggest to you, Mr. Majestic, okay, because there's nothing majestic about your thinking, by the way. You need to get educated and understand where we're going in the world. You might be an old fart that's out of tune. I get it. I'm an old fart too, except I'm not out of tune. But you might be that old fart that doesn't adjust, So we go to faxes, we go to digital phones. It's just the way it goes, man. But you better learn and understand that computing power is in extreme value in the world. And there is no more powerful network than Bitcoin. But that's all right. It's looking like the Solana ETF will be approved soon. Yes, we're going to get, that's the beauty of the Trump organization or administration. All these ETFs, they're going to have Doge ETFs. They're going to have Litecoin ETFs. So Solana ETFs are going to be everywhere. Solana, by the way, they just actually had more revenue in their DEX than Ethereum for the first time ever. It's crazy. Big O, where's the best place to get Caspa? Uphold. I'll send you the link, NorCal. You can sign up for it. Uphold, terrific website, and you could get your Caspa there. Let me see if I can send it to you as I'm working, since I'm a multi-talented, multifaceted type of guy. Here we go. And NorCal, where are you? Here you are. NorCal is a friend also. There you go, NorCal. You have it already. What else do we have here? Is it tariffs causing the oil today? Yeah, the tariffs thing is scaring the shit out of everybody, bro. Yes, everything is being affected by the tariffs right now. Trump just put out what was his tweet? Let me show you guys what Trump tweeted out about the tariffs, and because he knows it's going to cause some problems, but he thinks we'll get out of it. I hope he's right, dude, because I kind of think we're all going to feel a lot of pain. But here you go. Here's his tweet. I posted it on my Twitter account there at Big O Show if you want. I posted his quote, but there's his quote. President Trump says the pain from tariffs will be worth the price. He's hoping, okay, because the tariffs are going to affect Canada a lot more than us. Canada exports more to us than we export to them. We export a fraction to them that they export to us. So they need, they're going to have to find other partners to send their oil and copper and everything else that they do. They've already talked about it. If you watch a lot of the Canadian shows, they're talking about not buying American products anymore. They're talking about not even buying Florida orange juice, all that kind of stuff. They're talking about not vacationing in Florida. I mean, in the States. So like Canadians will go elsewhere to go vacation, all that kind of stuff. Now, how long will that last? Because these tariffs will affect us, but Trump is hoping that we can deal with the pain longer than Mexico and Canada can, and that Mexico and Canada will fold faster, and then we won't be hurting nearly as much. That's what he's hoping for. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay? But I do know this. It's kind of I understand the Mexico one. I don't understand the Canada one. The fentanyl and refugees or immigrants, do you know it's less than 1%? It's like 0.2% of the fentanyl that comes in our country. It's not even 0.5%, not even 1/4%. So barely any fentanyl or immigrants come, and it's kind of rude what they're doing to Canada. Mexico, dude, yeah, all the fentanyl, the immigrants, and plus China's sending all their stuff there and then circumventing it into the United. I get going after Mexico. Totally understand that. Dude, you got drug dealer cartels going after our people at the border. I have no problems in that one. But the Canadian one, I don't understand that one. Canada's not a problem, dude. That one I don't understand. I got to say. I'm just going to be honest. Okay? I just, kind of odd. It's kind of odd with our Canadian friends. Those people are very nice, and they're not really that big of an issue. But whatever. We'll see, man. We'll see. Big O, what do you think about XRP? I like XRP. Like I said, you might want to listen to yesterday's show. You got to check out XRP. There is some stuff you have to be concerned. Can you make money on it? Yes. Is it going to go to the levels that some of these crazy people think? No. There's too many XRPs out there, bro. And there's, he's got another 47 billion that he can release. That's very inflationary. Very inflationary. You got to know the tokenomics of everything that goes on too. That will help you in understanding what you're investing in. Let's see. AI is still the early stages, and quantum computing is the next big thing after. Yeah, no, but James, don't. Let's not tell this guy about quantum computing because he doesn't want to know. He He thinks digital and computing is not important. James, bro, you're that poor guy, what's his name? That poor guy is going to be Mr. Majestic, right? That poor guy's going to be confused. You're going to bring out quantum computing now? You can't do that to him, bro. Poor Mr. Majestic. He's still in dial-up. He still has a fucking AOL account. Netscape. Mr. Majestic. Guy's logging on with Netscape. Did you get the latest CD for the update there, Mr. Majestic? Just wanted. Did you update your Windows 7? Anyway, buy the chips, dips, and quantum bits. Love that. Love that. Utah Finns fan. What do you think about XRP? I said that. Swamp Donkey. I convert my Matic to SUI and say, but I will keep an eye on a dip opportunity for Matic around 25 cents. You know, Swamp Donkey, you and I need to get together one day, bro. We got to get together and just talk crypto and have some fun, dude. You know your shit. I like you, bro. I like you. You could teach Mr. Majestic a lot of stuff, dude. A lot. V Bandwidth. Oh, wait a minute, Bandwidth. Don't. We have Mr. Majestic on the chat board. No. You start getting a Bandwidth. Now you guys are having names that are going to have Mr. Majestic just going crazy now. He's going to be looking up bandwidth now. Lack of bandwidth causes loss of service on websites usually. There you go. But no. Let's not get into it, bro. Poor Mr. Majestic. You know? If you have a dinosaur mentality, you will end up extinct. That is fantastic. You're welcome, NorCal. Will the tariffs affect the Japanese yen and auto industry right away? Well, we don't. The tariffs aren't against Japan. So right now it's against China, not Japan. So it'll be Chinese products, not Japanese products. I don't think we have that. Well, I don't think we have an issue with Canada, bro. I really don't understand the Canada one. I don't understand at all. Zero. Okay? Zero. That one, I don't get it. I don't get it. The Canadians are the best partners you could ever have for a country. I don't understand this one. There has to be more like human contact negotiations and understanding with them. On the Mexican side, I totally get it, dude. That shit is so shady down there and everything. I totally understand that. I got no problems with what Trump wants to do down there. But on the Canadian side, I do have an issue because the facts aren't there. It's not an immigration issue and it's not a fentanyl issue. It's so little that goes through there. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. But whatever. Sounds like putting money on Bitcoin rather than XRP would be, oh my God, yes. Yes, Utah Finns fan. Anybody that tells you to put XRP over Bitcoin is crazy. They're out of their minds. Bitcoin is one and only. That's it. Nothing is Bitcoin. The best investment you can make is Bitcoin. Okay? I'm not a financial advisor. Let's see. I don't understand the Canada thing either. Should be Mexico and China. Why only 10% on China? I think that'll end up going up with more stuff going on, probably. I think he's just starting now with the whole China thing. But I'm with you, One Eye Jack. I totally get China. I totally get Mexico. But the Canada thing, really, it's not fair. Big O, can you explain how the tariffs work? You got to rewind, my brother, and you'll get some examples of stuff of how it will hurt, and an example of a Trump tariff that hurt us last time. Okay, so you'll check it out, and it's all there, and the proof is there. Arrow says I bought hundreds of QBTS, QUBT, QSI, RGTI back in November of 2023 for under $1 per share. So you're killing it, is what you're saying. I got you. All right. Remember, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. Do want to thank R&M Contractors and Custom Drywall, Ray and Mike. Without them, folks, we are not here. We don't do this all the time for you. And if you need a complete remodel, kitchen upgrades, appliances, waterproofing for your terrace, balcony, flood test report for you condo owners, that is very, 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 very important. Ray and Mike do exceptional work. They take it to the next level. Impact windows and door installation. So, we do live in a hurricane state. If you need it, call them. If you live here in South Florida, Dade, Broward counties, call them. Floor restorations, maintenance, stucco repairs, interior, exterior paint, and drywall with level 5 finish. 305-345-3649. That's 305-345-3649 for R&M Contractors and Custom Drywall. And if you want to see how exceptional, how perfect their work is, go to their Instagram page, RMC Fisher Island. That's RMC Fisher Island. God's Child, Jane Brooks, Santiago, CSG. Thank you out there on Instagram. Those of you tuning in, I appreciate you all out there. Thank you all for locking it in and supporting us. Please hit the like button, all right, before you get out, and share the show also. So we can try to get as many people signed on to the show and get them going. If you ever have any crypto questions, on Twitter at Big O Show, on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, it's Big O Radio Show, just like it is on YouTube, the Big O Radio Show. Well, the other platforms, it's Big O Radio Show. Only YouTube, it's Big O Show. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'd love to answer them. I have no problem going back and forth and helping anybody out. Remember, I'm just a guy that likes crypto. I am not a financial expert. Never have been, never will be. But I am in your corner. Have a great one. Enjoy your Sunday.
The Crypto Bro Show is brought to you by RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. From complete makeovers for homes or condos to impact windows and doors to drywall with level 5 finish. Call Ray or Mike at RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. 305-345-3649. You dream it, they'll build it. See their exceptional work on Instagram at RMC Fisher Island. Crypto Bros. Follow Big O for more crypto insight on X or Twitter at Big O Show.